Hello and welcome to Beyond the Avatar, the talk show where we interview excellent VTubers and streamers and see what makes them tick. Today, I'm here with Hazmat. Hazmat, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Hazmat, corrosive black ooze.
Corrosive black ooze. You know, the thing just started right now, and then my dad starts calling. Like, oh, god damn it, Dad, I'll call him later.
Figures.
Yeah.
That's about how it works.
Yeah. But welcome everybody. Welcome. You know, I can say hi to everyone today. Welcome Pluvium. Welcome Hazmat. Welcome Leonidas Umbra. Welcome Dragray. Welcome Steve. That chair must be made of something crazy. Yeah, it's dark magic.
I was gonna say all it takes is a little bit of enchantment.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, how? Well, that will lead me to my first question. Who is Hazmat VT?
Damn, your dad jumped way ahead of the call prompt. Yeah, no kidding, Battle. No kidding. As for who I am a corrosive black slime, interchangeable with ooze. Same thing, just slight different nomenclature. I stream here on Twitch on my own channel. I try to do weird things when I can. I like weird things a lot, honestly. Let's leave it at that. I like weird things.
Oh yeah. So that's kind of like the intro that you would do to people, for people, right?
Yeah.
How did you become Hazmat? Is there like a story? Have you always been a black ooze?
I mean, as far as anyone knows, yes.
As far as anyone knows, okay. Yeah. I forgot to tell you, like, you don't have to like answer if there's any lore that you don't want to say or stuff. Like, you don't have to. Like, we can just move along.
I've been streaming on Twitch on and off, very off for a while of it, since like 2010. So I've been around. Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah, back when Justin TV was barely a thing and people were just getting into streaming games online. Me and some buddies were on the Gentleman's Lunchtime Association, which at the time used livestream.com of all things to do the streaming.
Okay. So
it was fun, but
so there's Justin TV and livestream.com.
Yep.
I didn't.
Those are two of the old boys of online streaming.
And it's kind of crazy that you've been doing it for 14 years. Won't people like dox you?
I mean, if people know what to look for, they could.
Okay.
They could. My OPSEC's pretty bad.
All right. I'm making a note here. What do you call it? Dogs Hazmat later. Okay, gotcha.
You know, funny about that.
Yeah.
Rooftop Nuna actually found my Facebook.
Oh my god.
He told me, and I was like, "You found me and you didn't add me as a friend. Why?"
Why didn't you friend me, bitch?
Right. He finally did after we met at Off-Kai, but until that point, I was teasing him every day.
That's really funny. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you did in Justin TV and live? What is it? Live.com? What was it called?
Live stream.
Livestream.com. Like I don't know any of this existed.
Yeah. So, man, I forget what software we used back then, but it wasn't OBS. Like OBS, I don't think was a thing back then, right? So we had really shitty software to stream with, and I already had a really bad laptop. So bad laptop plus shitty software, they were not good streams by any measure.
What resolution were they?
I want to say 480 probably.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Xfire. Yeah, that's one of the things you used.
Xfire.
Yep.
Unregistered Hypercam 2.
I never quite went that bad, but
I never knew what that was. I knew that's appeared in like a bunch of videos that I saw, but I don't know what it was.
I don't think it ever was really used for streaming, but Hypercam was like for screen capture.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And what did you do with this really old streaming software?
Basically, me and like 15 other people shared a channel. Like all of us on one channel. And people could just take over whenever they wanted. Like if someone was streaming and they ended, someone else could pick it up right away and start streaming again.
15 people.
So, yeah, no, there was a lot. At the height of it, there was a lot of us on that one channel.
Holy crap. So it was on 24 hours.
Just about, yeah.
Holy
like there was
shit.
always community chatting. It was really nice.
That's insane. It almost sounds like it's kind of like a Discord that always has a call going. But the call is public.
Yeah. Yeah, well, kind of, yeah.
That's really funny.
It was built in the same way that like quote unquote classic Vinesauce was, right?
Ooh, how was that happen?
Yeah. So basically, you had Vinny, Joel, and all them guys who, like this, would share the channel, and they'd have time scheduled. Like, hey, Vinny's streaming at 8 o'clock, Joel's streaming at 11, whatever. But yeah, people would just take over whenever there was an open slot and stream whatever they wanted.
That's really interesting because that's not how streams are. Like any stream is now. It's like
the thing is, though,
person. Yeah.
They could be still. You can still share a channel key with someone and have multiple people stream to the same channel. You could still do that.
It's so weird that now it's like very individual.
Yeah.
Huh. Like I'm new to streaming, so like I've known the past 4 years or so. But before that, I had no idea what there was.
Yeah, no, old streaming was very different than it is now.
Crazy. And all of these conversations we had before at Afkai. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to like bring them up again so that because they're interesting conversations.
Yeah, we did discuss some of this at Afkai.
Yeah.
It was a blast, honestly.
I forgot what I was gonna tell you. Well, I can go for my next question. Do you have any powers or abilities or something like that?
Basically, if you look up the stat block for a black pudding from D&D, that's about it.
Wait. Can we get a black pudding from D&D? Stat block, black pudding, D5E?
5E, 3.5.
What version are you? What version are you, Asbeth?
I mean, 3.5 is a lot nicer. 3.5 is a lot
All right, 3.5. Not controversial in the slightest.
Definitely not.
I can do something. I can do something like this.
Yeah?
I have this... Wait. Black pudding. I can read it. A black pudding attacks by grabbing and squeezing their prey. You have acid, constrict, improved grab. You have a split. You can split? Holy shit.
Yeah, so where slashing weapons won't deal damage, they will cause black puddings to split into two beings, right?
Do you keep the same brain? No? Yes?
Things get weird with slimes when you split, especially like slimes that have been given like intelligence. Because if you look in the actual stat block,
it says
it's not really shown here. They have an intelligence that's very, very low. Yeah, there's no intelligence.
Okay. It has one wisdom and one charisma.
Yep.
It has 22 constitution though.
Yes, slimes are meaty little bastards.
You know what's interesting? In Japanese games, slimes are usually like the first enemies that you attack, and they're little tiny. But this looks like this. I don't want to fight this.
So black puddings are probably one of, if not the most infamous D&D monster because how terrible they are to fight. for people who aren't ready for them.
Nah, I'd win.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And
like,
yeah, go ahead.
That part under the stat box is Acid EX.
Uh-huh.
If you hit a black pudding or most slimes with weapons that aren't magically enchanted, it will instantly dissolve the weapon.
You lose your weapon?
Basically. At least damages it, right?
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that happens in Dark Souls, doesn't it? I don't know.
I don't remember if the slimes in Dark Souls do that.
Okay, I think I remember.
I know
Acid,
Demon's Souls, there was some monsters that were pretty unhappy to hit.
Demon's Souls was pretty good.
Sure was.
I like your powers though. Oh, this one's. I know the answer to this one, and you say it all the time. But do you have like a specific location that you reside in, like?
So I usually don't go into as much detail as I'm about to, right?
Okay. Whoa.
So
Exclusive here.
I live in the oubliette of Umbral Iker.
Whoa.
I usually just say the oubliette because it's easier.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Right. And technically that oubliette is, let's call it a hidden floor of the Dungeon of the Fulgur Hand.
Whoa. Is it like... So what's an oubliette, by the way?
An oubliette's a kind of dungeon, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of back and forth on whether they were real or not.
Mm-hmm.
But some guy found what he thought was a dungeon at one point, where the only entrance was a grate in the floor.
In real life?
The ceiling... Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And the ceiling to that area underneath the grate was curved so that you could not get out unless someone purposely pulled you out.
Whoa. So that was...
Right.
It was like a garbage disposal.
Yeah, basically. Because, like, oubliette comes from a French word. I think it's oublier, which is to forget or forgotten, something like that. So if you really wanted to forget somebody existed, you throw them in an oubliette.
Yeah.
Leave them to rot.
Yeah. I think that's, like, the worst thing in the world. Like, you're still alive, but you're forgotten, and no one is going to come get you.
Yeah, exactly. There's no hope for your escape.
That's so fucked up.
Yes.
I think I prefer just to, like, yeah, quick.
Yeah. In a
Um,
lot of cases, like, death would be preferable.
yeah. Let's move on to something less grisly. What sort of things do you do on your streams?
For my streams, I
Yeah.
tend to play a lot of games. I'm not as much of a yapper as I would like to be, but I play a lot of games. I used to, and I'm going to start doing it again. Every Monday, I'm going to be playing my mandolin on stream. I tend to try and mess with Sammy, which is like a streaming software, in interesting ways to try to do things that I think would be cool for streams to do. Like I've
seen
got,
it. Go ahead.
Like I've got a kind of a battle system started up where I want to have people give people the ability to do like a miniature dungeon crawling game within my streams, where after they earn so much gold as a whole for chat, I gift out a gift sub or two.
Oh, is this all in chat?
It's all run through Sammy and either, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it as chat for people who are on mobile, or if I want to have it where it's a thing where you can click on my actual stream screen and have things happen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Hasbet set up a thing where you can click on his stream.
Yeah, as long as you're not on mobile, because Twitch mobile stinky.
So what happens if you ever get like 1,000 people and they all start clicking?
You know, I've had people use like auto clickers on my stream already.
Oh no.
So...
Okay.
I don't know about mass clicks though. We'll see at some point, I'm sure.
Okay. So, what kind of games do you play? You said you played a lot of games.
I kind of play whatever. I don't think I've played too many FPS games. I've played a couple though. I tend to lean towards RPGs, weird, quirky games.
Quirky. I like quirky.
And like, yeah. And sometimes some retro stuff.
Oh. So it sounds like.
Oh, and horror, but.
Horror, yeah. I see. I'm trying to picture your taste in my head. It sounds like you do quirky games. I think like kind of weird and interesting games is more like what I'd describe you as, since I know you a little. Which is cool.
Oh yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
I think it's great to like look at games that are different from the norm, that are not like your typical kind of RPG or your typical something like that.
I mean, I dragged you through Project Gorgon.
Did you? Hold on.
I did. That one MMO that was weird that you downloaded.
That's true. That was a really weird one. I forgot.
Yeah.
Might I offer you some Barotrauma? What is Barotrauma?
Barotrauma is a fun game. That is a game where you and potentially a crew of people basically play as the crew of a submarine in a world where all of civilization is underwater.
All of civilization is underwater.
Right.
Whoa.
There is no land on the planet anymore. It's all underwater.
That's really interesting. It also makes it easier to program.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It would be really fun to get a bunch of people together, turn on proximity voice chat, and screw around in.
It's kind of like Among Us, isn't it?
No, there's no built-in like trader stuff.
Oh, what? I thought there was.
Yeah, you have actual goals. Like you can take on missions to transport people from station to station or fight against like underwater monstrosities.
Underwater stuff is so scary, bro.
Yeah.
Oh. What was that one where you're in like a submarine taking pictures?
Oh, there is trader stuff within trader goals. Huh. I haven't played the trader modes yet. That might be something to do in the future.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing about it. Go ahead.
You're thinking of Iron Lung though.
Iron Lung, yeah. That's scary.
David
Szymanski. Ooh.
Yeah, the guy who made Dusk.
Oh. I see.
Dusk's that shooter that Woozle tries to speedrun sometimes.
Yeah. K-pop yaoi.
K-pop yaoi. What a username.
Welcome to. Let me give you a good department so you can be part of. How about the? What does it say? The Union of Wickedness. Go.
Hell yeah.
Go spread your K-pop yaoi in there.
Perfect.
You mentioned that you would like to yap more. How come?
I'm one of those fellas who tends to think people would not be interested in what I have to say.
Oh.
Even though I know that's not the case. I get those brainworms like that.
No, I think everyone gets stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think, is it just that you want to share more of the stuff that you want to talk about, or why do you want to yap?
It's more of a case of I feel like I'm bad at starting and holding conversations.
Oh, okay.
I'm very quick to give right to the straight answer kind of stuff. I don't feel like I have that holding conversation skill.
You think you go straight to the point. You would like to like
extend conversation.
Conversation. I think I understand what you mean, because I can talk for a long time, but I get to the point really quick. I just get to 20 billion points.
Yeah. Yeah, I get to a point, and if I don't have something immediately ready to go, I run out of stuff to say.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I will challenge you to do something. Make a stream where all you do is talk.
Yeah. In the near future, I was thinking of doing a stream
Uh-huh.
where I made it like basically a Sammy 101 stream where I just went through, told people how to install Sammy for OBS, get it set up, and maybe build a few like basic redeems. Which I feel like is a good starter for that kind of stuff.
Okay. I think that's a really cool and interesting stream. But what I mean is, raw, you're just there at the screen and talking.
Yes.
So
yeah.
So let me tell you why. Because you're going to run out of things to say, 100%. And the cool thing about doing a stream where you don't have anything else to do is that once you run out of things to say, you're like start thinking, oh shit, what do I talk about now?
Yep.
But the key is to keep talking. You just say what.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah, keep talking. Yeah, just say what's in your head, like whatever. Even if it's like, oh shit, I ran out of things to say. I don't know what thing to say, and then your subconscious will give you something because. Like, oh, I ran out of things to say. What to do? Oh, I guess I was doing something today. I was going to the store, like buying something. It is really interesting. Humans are wired to do it. I guess you're slime. Let me check your. Let me check the stats sheet again. Maybe you don't have it. But yes.
Type huge ooze. So
huge ooze. You mentioned your mandolin.
Yeah.
What do you do with the mandolin?
So mandolin is an 8-stringed instrument, right? It is a plucked instrument. It has the same like string progression as a violin, but it's more like a mix of a violin and a banjo.
A violin and a banjo. Can you bow it?
I don't think you could. Well.
I mean, they're not meant for that.
Yeah, they're not meant for it.
Okay.
You might be able to get some sound out of it bowing it, but
yeah.
it wouldn't sound great.
Okay. What do you know how to play? So you played a lot, right? You used to.
I used to play it at least once a week on stream. I still play it in my free time plenty.
Oh, really? But not on stream?
I just kind of fell off doing stream on Monday every week.
Okay, that's understandable, especially since you're changing like schedules a lot lately.
Yeah. Actual work at the dungeon being like swing shift is something.
Yeah, it's messed up. Since we're talking about your streams, how about this one? How would you introduce yourself on your stream? Like, what is your elevator pitch of Hazmat VT?
Elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hard one.
I like to present myself as a very unique appearance among VTubers. There's other slimes, but very few of them are monstrous. Most slimes tend to be either cutesy Dragon Quest style slimes or just people with transparency, essentially.
Yeah.
No offense to any of them. Some of them have really cool models, but no one. The closest person to me is probably Oddly Art.
Ooh, what's Oddly Art?
Oddly Art is another slime. He's a candle slime.
Oh.
And he's a little bit monstrous.
I see.
Nice fella.
You want it to be an enemy.
Yeah. I want to be an enemy.
Hell yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for it since I have an army of darkness. I like it when beings are the enemy and they're opponents of people.
Yeah.
I might commission some slime work from you at some point.
All right. Do my best, boss.
Hell yeah. I have a weakness of being called boss. I put too much Metal Gear, dude. Okay.
I mean, personally, you can blame Steve for that. He does it. It's funny.
Yeah. Steve is great. He started calling me boss all the time. I'm like, yes, This is good.
Hell yeah.
Since you introduced your stream, what type of content do you like to create the most? Blame the henchman. Steve.
Oh, you gotta blame the henchman. It's what you're there for.
Yeah. Well.
you get told to do tasks. You fail at the task. It's your fault. It doesn't matter who actually caused the failure. It's the henchman's fault all the time.
I think I have to have a henchman just for that. That'd be cool.
Exactly.
That'd be really cool. Having a henchman that just takes the blame for everything. That's your job.
Listen, it's you gotta have a fall guy.
I forgot. I was gonna ask you the question. Like, out of all the content that you make, what content do you like to create the most?
Despite not having done it, I really do like my mandolin streams. It's a nice chill time. It's a good time to just relax. People come in, they listen. I don't expect them to stay. They don't gotta say nothing. It's just relaxing.
Oh, because it's just your music.
Yeah, just my music. It's just calm, chill. No one's expecting anything but music.
Hell yeah.
It's easy to get through, easy to do. It makes me feel like people are, appreciating what I'm producing there.
I see. I'm gonna have to stop by more of those.
Yeah. Those are gonna be Mondays, at least when I can.
Yeah.
But outside of that, whenever I have the energy to be actually chaotic during a stream, it's so much fun.
What do you mean by chaotic?
A lot of the time, I'm either preparing for work or just got home from work when I go live. So I'm kind of either already wore down, like, oh god, I have to go to work after this, or I just had work and I'm winding down for bed essentially.
And that's right when you stream, when you're starting to wind down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, streaming as a relaxation thing, or you get to chat with friends, which is nice. When I have like today through coming Wednesday, where I can just do what I want when I want, that's the best times.
Oh, you have a good amount of time this time. Cool. You get to relax.
Yeah. After afternoon shifts, I get 5 days off, which is
hell yeah.
makes swing shift worth it.
You know what? It is. Do you get paid those 5 days?
I do not get paid those 5 days.
Oh well.
It's still really enough with how it all maths out. It still ends up being about 80 hours a paycheck.
Oh wow. Oh, you work really long hours then.
Well, I mean, paycheck every other week, so 40 hours a week, right?
I see. What is, like, this one's a little more like kayfabe breaking. You don't have to.
Yep.
To answer if you don't want to. What inspired you to become a VTuber?
So I mentioned how I streamed before, right? I started VTubing because while I never watched like the big VTubers. Hey, hi Coat, welcome in.
Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. I'm interviewing Hazmat. Everybody go follow Hazmat right now. Core suppressed. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So while I never watched like bigger VTubers, I learned about them, and over time, hearing about them more and more, start seeing some indie VTubers kind of start growing, finding a streamer I used to watch becoming a VTuber. I kind of just like, I could do that. I could stream again. I could have a cool model. I could have a lot of fun with this.
And then you started to become interested in becoming one of those that you saw.
Exactly. Yes.
Next question is, how do you come up with ideas for your streams and videos? you have any specific ways to do it, or do they just come to you?
A lot of it is inspired by other people.
Oh,
right?
I see. You like steal is great. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Basically.
Honestly, dude, like a lot of my streams ideas, I rip off of some YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
And it's great.
I've said it before elsewhere. I don't have an Oshi, but if Charborg were to ever become a VTuber, he would be my Oshi. Yeah. If he does something that looks really fun, I will want that same experience. Try to recreate it.
You heard it here first, guys. Hazmat VT's Oshi is Hasborg. Hasborg? I don't even.
Charborg.
Charborg. I don't know anybody. Is this person like a flesh stewer?
They are.
I see.
They were pretty small for a while, but they have grown significantly in the past year or so.
Oh, wow.
He puts out a lot of YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. I first found him through his Kentucky Steals the World series, which was him and his buddies, including one of the guys I mentioned that is now a VTuber, playing a Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay online and being absolute gremlins. The man is super creative, and I love to see what insane shit he comes up with.
I see. So Charborg.
Outside of stuff that I am inspired by those guys to do, a lot of it's just kind of, this could be a cool idea to do for stream. What if I just get stuff like that?
I see.
Something hits me, it's like,
I think a lot of people are like that. Like, it's kind of weird how ideas just come out of nowhere. Like, it's hard to say, oh yeah, this is what happened.
Yeah.
I might change this question. But this one's good. Out of everything you've done, do you have a favorite project that you work on?
My favorite project I've worked on is easily VTuber Squares.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's been so much fun. I've met and interacted with so many people through it. People have come up to me and said, hey, that was the best stream I've seen on Twitch in a long time before, which just felt so nice.
What is VTuber Squares, Hazmat VT?
So this is a question you're asking for chat.
Yes.
Because you've been on it.
Yeah, I've been on it.
VTuber Squares is a VTuber rendition of the old game show Hollywood Squares. And Hollywood Squares was a game where you'd have two contestants play tic-tac-toe against each other. But in order to claim a square, they would have to choose that square and the celebrity in that square. The host, in these cases me, would ask that celebrity a trivia question. They would give an answer, and then the contestant had to say whether that answer was right or wrong. If they called it correctly, they get the square. If they call it wrong, their opponent gets the square.
It's a lot simpler than it. Like, it's very easy to pick up, man. It's just tic-tac-toe with extra steps.
Yeah, it's tic-tac-toe with extra steps, but there's a lot of room for comedy that way, which makes it so much more entertaining.
Yes. Oh, Metal Masker is asking, are the contestants also VTubers, or are they just celebs of sorts?
So the celebs are VTubers, and one contestant is a VTuber. The other contestant is chat as a whole.
Oh.
That way, chat has the ability to interact with the stream and have a competing hand and everything.
Speaking of chat, do you have like specific how would I call this?
Like a fan name?
Ooh, do you have fan names actually?
I've been leaning towards calling people Forgotten.
Oh, because of the Obliette?
Yes. So before that, I was debating Hazmates. I don't have anything set in stone currently.
I used to be in a guild called the Forgotten Ones in Ragnarok Online. It was super tiny. It was just a small group of friends. But
hell yeah.
that when you say the Forgotten, I was like, oh wait, that triggered a memory there.
Man, I have not played Ragnarok Online in forever, and only on private servers.
Oh yeah, I played the official international version of Ragnarok Online, and since the beta was free.
Ooh,
and
hell yeah!
They did a complete reset when they went commercial after like a year.
Yeah, a lot of MMOs do that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Hell yeah! And playing an MMO with a group of friends is just an experience you can't recreate. Like,
what do you mean?
I mentioned, okay, so GLA, going back to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a group of friends that I have been in contact with ever since then. So fellows who I've known for over a decade at this point, right?
For a decade.
And
go ahead.
Yes. And we ended up getting into one of those WoW killer MMOs called Rift. And Rift was really neat. It had a lot of cool ideas. Like you could, like each class, there's only 3 or 4 main classes: Mage, Warrior, Rogue. So the Holy Trinity, right? And within those classes, you'd have subclasses where they had DPS roles, tank roles, and support and healer roles as 4 different roles. Me and my buddies started a guild in there called Bear Riders. Bear spelt like bare naked.
Yeah.
And we went around just being menaces, being pretty good at the game, but being menaces. Like once I hit max level, I stripped my character down naked, went to the starting town for the opposite faction, and danced in the middle of the town, killing guards while advertising our guild.
Bear. That's you gave true to the name Bear Riders.
Yes. Oh wait, I was naked except for a Santa hat.
That's awesome. Oh, I think I understand. Like I was asking what you meant by that, but I think I know exactly what you mean. Like I remember being in like several guilds throughout my life, and it was always like this group of friends online, and it was always like all together in a guild. And it always ends up being like they dispersed or something. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we ended up leaving that game in particular, but since we had known each other before that, we stuck together.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
We even picked up people who have stuck with us since then.
Hell yeah.
Because we've stuck together otherwise.
Holy shit, that's a good one.
Well, yeah.
What happens is that you stop playing the game, you stop talking to people. Like usually.
Right.
And that's really, it makes me kind of happy that you get the friends. It's so cool.
Hell yeah. I mean, some of these guys are from different countries, and we've met face to face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
When you find people that you jive with, it really just helps create a community so well. And I gotta say, after Offkai, dude, I am so hyped just to be able to talk to you and fucking Noonan people.
I don't remember if I said some stuff about Offkai, but I was hanging out with Hazmat for one afternoon, and we went to karaoke with a whole bunch of others.
Yeah, it was like 10 of us.
I don't know if like some people get weird when you say, "Oh, this person was here," but Nuna was there.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Nuna organized it, so everyone was together. It was fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so do you know Little Lady Red?
Oh, I mean.
Okay. At one point during the con after that night, she ended up saying, "You know, I knew Nuna was Asian. I didn't think he'd be that Asian."
We were calling him a white guy the whole time because he wasn't as Asian. He was doing like all the white people thing, like very stereotypical stuff.
Right? He's a white soul in an Asian body.
Yeah, it was really funny. That was fun. I'll hang out.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I guess this is another guild, another group of friends with VTubing.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, VTubing itself kind of is like a guild, isn't it? Because you're all sharing a hobby together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, if you can manage to make a friendship in a hobby, you have something in common that will stay with you for as long as you do that hobby.
That's true.
If you
can just talk about VTubing.
Keep that. Yeah. If you have other things to share somewhat related to that hobby, you can keep those friendships for a long time.
That's kind of nice to think about, that you can have those friends for a long time.
Yeah, it's not hard anymore to meet people who you can create these lasting connections with.
Holy crap.
That are just so true.
As Matt,
just true connection.
You should hold a class of how to make friends. I'd attend.
Maybe.
But yeah, like, I think you figured out one really good way of just making real lasting connections and friendships online. That's really cool.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong, because I tend to be the kind of person who will take any friendship I get and hold it very deeply, regardless of how shortly I've known that person.
Oh, wow. You really appreciate your friends then.
I really appreciate people who take time out of their day for me. It's knowing that you are taking time from what you could be doing to hang with me, to do whatever you're trying to do with me. Just feels so fantastic. It's really something.
Oh my gosh, Hazmat, you're a good guy.
Thanks.
I don't know what I would rather be doing. No, this is fun. I like this. Kiss. Oh, fuck off. Do you have, since we're all in this kind of a sappy, cool feeling, let's keep it going. With, do you have a dream stream that you would one day want to do?
So I have a few ideas that I haven't been able to see success yet, right? I want to do a VTuber cringe court where where I get a guest VTuber and I get a bunch of their old clips that look really bad out of context. And I let chat argue back and forth with a prosecution and a defense TTS. And by the end of the stream, we have to judge whether the VTuber in question is cringe or based.
Cringe or based on their clips. Out
of context, yep.
That's really fun. I thought you were gonna be like America's funniest home videos with VTuber clips. I'll unlock you one day. You are in that. You're in the audience.
Yeah.
I should get like.
And outside of that one,
yeah,
I had another one where I wanted to have people confess, like kind of like how Grimmy does with her VTuber baggage, but make it for chat, and have chat be able to vote again on the fate of that person.
All right,
whether they are forgiven or condemned, and if they're condemned, they get added to a tack board as a voodoo doll.
Oh my gosh!
Chat can throw knives at the board.
What are they gonna confess?
Honestly, whatever they want to just whatever they're trying to confess.
All right, let's do it right now. Chat. Is anyone in chat willing to confess something? That's fine if you don't. I think.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, okay. Emmerich Draws says they will confess something.
Oh, all right, Emmerich. What's your confession?
You will be judged immediately.
You were stalking a Chuba because she was playing Destiny without you or not. Ooh. Ooh. That one.
That was spicy.
Yeah, that is spicy. I don't know, Pluv. That one might be a condemn. That's
okay.
That's a.
I'm gonna need a doll. I'm gonna need. No, we will not. We will not put him. Okay. I feel bad. He did a sad poro. I stopped because. Wait. There's this one. I stole 2 pennies as a kid, age 5, during vacations, and then went home and cried like a bitch because I thought the guy who left 2 pennies as a tip would go to jail because of me.
That is peak little kid.
So cute.
That is peak little kid.
Oh, I dropped the screw. I was devastated. I actually did something similar. When I was a kid, like they had these sale tags in the grocery store, and they stuck out from the aisles, like they were like little tabs. And every time I would pass, I would like hit all of them, like ta 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 ta, and it was the best feeling in the world. So I stole one. I put it in my the back of my shirt, and pretended that it fell in there by itself, and then told my dad, "Hey, can you get that? It's weird." I was gonna be like, "Oh wow, how did that get there?"
The little kids are great, man.
I know.
I used to call marshmallows marshmallows. Oh, stinky marshmallow. Have you ever smelled actual marshmallow root?
Whoa! There's such a thing?
Okay. So like mallows are a type of actual plant, right? There's a breed of them that grows in marshes, where their roots have like a lot of I forget what it actually is that causes like the thickening agent like effect, right?
Okay.
And they have a very distinct taste to them. So people made candy out of them, out of marshmallows. Just call them marshmallows.
Oh, so the original marshmallows were like vegan.
Yeah. The original marshmallows didn't have gelatin in them. They were made out of marshmallows.
Whoa.
And they smell really good.
Oh, they smell good. I thought they smelled bad because you said particular.
Oh no, it's a unique smell, but it smells good.
Dude,
it is a flower root, right?
Dude, okay. How do you spell this? I'm gonna make these.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallow.
You can get marshmallow plant or marshmallow root off Amazon.
Marshmallow root helps coat and protect the throat due to gelatinous substance called muesli. Ooh. Oh.
You can make tea out of it too.
Whoa, I'm gonna get some and make some marshmallows.
Hell yeah. So far, I've tried 4 times and cannot get my marshmallows to stay solid.
Oh, whoa. I'm gonna have to research it. Oh.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I'm pretty good at like the food science and figuring out why stuff works, so maybe I'll have you on too.
Hell yeah.
Wait, that's how those came to be? Yeah. Here's one for like since you're a streamer, a VTuber. What's the best piece of advice that you have received?
The best piece of advice I've received? Ooh, that's a tough one. I haven't really gone out of my way enough to get good advice. I guess
I'll give you some right now.
Yeah, do it.
Don't worry about it. Whatever it is, I don't know.
True.
Whatever it is you're worrying about it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's very valid. I say don't worry about it too often. That's where that comes from, Emmerich. Thanks.
Um, well, how about this one? If you were just starting VTubing, what is the best? What would you like to know?
So my advice for other people, kind of.
Yeah. Well, you specifically.
Yeah.
Like when you just started, what do you wish people have told you?
Okay, so what do I wish people had told me right off the bat? I wish someone had pushed me to explore more outside of the initial circle of slime VTubers I found.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, yes, that's a good one, Emmerich. Turn off the viewer count. Not being able to see how many people are watching you is a good piece of advice, because then you don't worry about how many people are watching you. You just stream regardless.
Keep it on always. You must have pressure, so you know when you did a little bad job.
Right.
So you were in a circle of just slimes?
When I started, when I first started streaming, it was mostly just me and people who I was playing D&D with, who would show up mostly for when I was playing D&D.
Oh.
They would just kind of mute the stream and be there to support me, help me get affiliate.
That's awesome.
Then I found a few slime VTubers who invited me to a big server of slime VTubers.
Oh.
And that initial community was great until one of them decided they wanted to rebrand, but did it in a very sneaky way without telling anyone it was them, while they still had commissions going.
Oh, so they changed identity, basically?
Yeah, without...
Oh.
There's some arguments to be had about it, because they were having real life problems at the time too. So there's some excuses for the timing of things, but it felt really scummy. And when it happened, it tore the entire Discord apart.
Oh, that's so sad. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
How about something happier? What do you see, like VTubing, or specifically yours VTubing, in 5 years?
5 years from now.
It's a lot.
I hope I'm still VTubing in 5 years.
Hell yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. I have met so many great people, and I've been able to create so much that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So I really hope I'm still VTubing.
Yeah.
I want to get all those growth goals. I want to hit partner. I want to get like merch just so I can have it.
I thought about that. I was like, oh shit, I don't think merch would sell, but what if I had a t-shirt? That'd be cool.
Like I am commissioning a hazmat plushie.
That's great. But actually, because you're like amorphous, you're marketable. You can do a lot of merch stuff.
Yeah, all you really need to be hazmat brand is slime and this face.
Kind of related to that, like, how has streaming influenced your life, or VTubing in general?
So, I said before, I've made a lot of really good friends who I have kept in really good, close contact with over the years because of streaming. Like, I would not be who I am today if I never started streaming. I would not know the people I'd know. I would not have the friends I have. I wouldn't have the skills I have if it wasn't for streaming.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't be as confident in talking to people as I am if I didn't have streaming.
That's really cool. So it's been positive so far.
Yeah, it's been a really positive experience that I feel has helped me grow in a lot of ways.
Hell yeah. That's really cool. I like this question a lot, because a lot of people talk about how, like, streaming just made their life better in general.
Yeah, I mean, for most people, I feel like if you get into streaming and you enjoy it, there is so much that it can help you with, especially if you are an introverted kind of person. it gets you out there. It gets you used to talking. It gets you used to interacting with people in ways you don't expect.
Ah, that's a very positive thing. You heard it here first, folks. Start VTubing. Hazmat told you to.
Well, unironically, if you like games and you like sharing your experiences with people, try streaming. You don't have to VTube. Just
that's true.
Try streaming.
I will. Well, maybe put in your face as much, but usually you do better when you put your face out.
Yeah, giving yourself some sort of face to latch on to it all, whether it's, a fake face, or if it's just an avatar or your real face, giving people something to latch on to.
Oh my god,
does a lot.
Okay, we can latch on again. I didn't know what part of the body should I like talk to.
Yeah. Face kind of helps with that.
Yeah, VTubing is a little more private. I think a lot of people do that because of that.
Yes, VTubing gives you the ability to have a forward persona that isn't quite yourself, but is close enough that you and others can latch onto, while still knowing what to expect, usually.
So, okay. We're about halfway through all the questions. We're going to take a little breather. We're not going to a break, but we're going to stop the questions for a second. And for anybody who's joined us since the beginning, I'm interviewing Hazmat VT. He's a slime VTuber. Go follow him right now.
Hell yeah.
And
actually,
yeah.
If we want to take a bit of a break from asking questions, does chat have any questions for us?
Yeah. Hold on, let me write this down.
Yeah, it gives you a way to pad things out and gives chat the ability to, get some questions in.
Chat have any questions? Cool, I'm writing it down. So, while you guys think about any questions, I do have one question that we're going to be using, that we are going to be asking every single guest. And they will all be judged by me. They will be judged by me. And that is, where are you in the cool wall? Totally not still in So basically the question is, Hazmat VT, what is the coolest thing you've done in your life?
I've been thinking about this since you asked Neanomancer, and I'm really not sure.
That's pretty lame.
I feel like self-teaching a musical instrument is pretty awesome, though.
Okay. Let me put you here, Hazmat, and then self-teaching instrument. Hazmat. Okay. Make it bigger, maybe like a 416. Can you see that?
You're gonna have to make these smaller at some point.
I'm gonna have to make Nano smaller right now, actually. Cool. All right. Well, right now, Neanomancer is in first place with Initial D drifting down a wet road, I believe.
Yep.
So, where does Hazmat fall? And is he lame or is he cool? Is he cooler than Initial D drifting? Well, everyone can scream opinions on this. Only I get to judge. Let's see. Well, self-teaching an instrument is pretty cool. It's cooler than you'd think because it takes a lot of effort to do it, and it is a lot of work, and a lot of work is cool.
It's something everyone can do, but people get scared of trying.
Scared of trying.
There's no one, like, there's no one. I believe there's no one who can't learn an instrument.
Oh.
Like maybe some of the arms wouldn't be able to play the mandolin,
Mm-hmm.
but they could play an instrument. They could get a rig to play a harmonica or something, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess so, huh? You just go whoop, 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 whoop. Anyone, even someone that's not as able. It's crazy. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So, but the problem is, most people think, oh, it's too late to start learning, and it's never too late to start learning something. It is never too late to start learning.
Hazmat, it's too late. I'm an old man. I already scheduled my funeral like a couple years from now.
Oh no!
I prepaid for it. I can't cancel.
Like my grandpa, one of the things that he said to my grandma a couple of times in his last couple of years was that he regretted not learning the banjo.
Aw, he can still do it, right? Can he?
Oh, he's dead now, so no, he can't.
No.
As long as you're alive, it's never too late. Once you die, then it's too late.
I apologize to your dead grandpa.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God.
So
that's
yeah. Go ahead.
Emmerich. He's Shadow Grandpa now. That's
Shadow Grandpa.
That's a story. That's a story.
There's a story. I'll ask you the story after this.
Okay.
So self-teaching an instrument. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. The host that is actually the judge of this. But
right. The final say in the matter.
But is it? Is it cooler than initial D drifting? I think
personally, I don't think so. I still think Nyano should have went with trying to fight a bear.
Yeah, me too. He would have been on top the whole time.
He would have stayed at the top forever, but no, he had to. That's not as cool as a kid.
Yeah. I think the initial D drifting is really cool. But the way that it happened wasn't on purpose. It was kind of an accident.
Fair.
And I do think instrument. So you're actually gonna be like very close to the initial D drifting, like right there, maybe there.
All right.
So you're in the second half of the cool. So Hazmat, you are being judged to be cool.
Hell yeah.
At least until someone cooler like bumps everyone down. This is all relative. Like,
yeah. You may have to make the scale larger at some point, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I might. What I'm thinking is like I'm moving everything, depending on who does what. If someone does like they were riding down, they were parachuting off of burning down building, riding a T-Rex while shooting a machine gun or something, then everyone will be pushed down a lot.
Makes sense. I mean, it's all relative.
Yeah. At least in this one. And it's silly and it does not matter one bit. That goes away.
So, there was a couple of questions put forth in chat.
Hell yeah. Which ones do you like?
How long have you been a VTuber? I've been a VTuber since, October 2020?
4 years?
That sounds about right.
Almost 4 years. Not October quite yet.
Yeah. So, well, is that right? Now I'm second guessing myself. Was it October 2020 or was it 2021?
2020 was when the pandemic was just starting.
Right. I started self-teaching mandolin in April 2020. Was I VTubing before I started learning mandolin? It has to have been 2021. Has to have been.
Okay.
So we're going on 3 years.
Was it...
Hag V...
I see. I won't ask you that one, actually. I was going to ask something else.
Hag VTuber detected.
Hag
Which
VTuber
one of us
detected. Well... yeah, I think it's rude to ask people their age, like, directly. So
I mean, I've been pretty open with it.
Oh, how old are you?
32.
Yo, okay.
Yeah.
I tend to get along better with people who are over 30.
Yeah, I have always gotten along with people who are younger than me, but I've met a lot of guys in VTubing who are around the same age or a little bit older that I really vibe with.
Me too. I've always got along with people younger than me as well. I don't know why. Maybe just dumb.
We're just young spirits.
Yeah, I guess so. I do have a follow-up question for the cool question. What is the lamest thing you've done?
I once hooked up a yo-yo to a fan, turned it on, and almost hit myself.
That is cool, though. I mean, not hitting yourself, but hooking up the yo-yo to the fan.
It's not like it was like going in and out while I was spinning. It just spun around in a circle. It almost hit me.
Oh, that is well. I wonder if you can make it go up and down. It's not as cool.
Right.
Now I want to make a contraption where you have a fan, and then like it pulls the yo-yo back up so that it goes into it with a lot of force. I wonder
Someone
if I can
get Uo on the phone.
I know. I told him though. I've told Uo was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to your house and we'll do something."
Hell yeah. Let's see. Moshi Mochi also asked, "What made you start?" We kind of answered that already. Basically, some people who I respect started as well, and I thought I might have a cool couple ideas for it. That's like the shortened version.
Moonlight is saying he thinks he's a werewolf, so he's getting put in lame. I don't know. Like, it's not terribly lame. I have a very low threshold for not lame.
Yeah.
But that gives me an
idea. Being a werewolf, hella cool. Thinking you're a werewolf? Depends on your attitude. Yeah,
depends on how open you are with it. Are you doing this in public? Are you doing it in front of your parents? Are you doing it in school?
Right.
If you're just doing it with your other friends that think they're werewolves, then it's fine.
In every way but physical, I am a werewolf.
That does give me the idea of asking chat, like, oh, what is your coolest thing you've ever done?
Yeah.
I won't put you in the board because it's a lot of work, but...
Hell yeah.
Did you see any of the other questions?
The only other one was, when is Mandolin Monday? And that's this Monday.
This coming Monday at Hazmat VT. Come for the mandolin.
Stay for the slime?
Yes.
I don't stay for this mandolin. Either one.
You stay for the slime. Be sure to follow. Gift us up.
Has Flork stopped by your stream yet?
No.
You need to bug him on.
I need to bug him.
Interact with him on Twitter. He will eventually remember you and come find you.
Oh, that's funny. And sock
Flork's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Flork is a good dude. Like, he stopped by my chat a couple weeks ago and dropped 5 gift subs and complimented me.
Aw, what a
and
nice
left.
You left. You're a nice guy, Hazmat. Have 5 subs. Bye.
Like, I think I showed you when we were at Off Guy. I invited him to come.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Karaoke with us.
I wasn't sure if you said it. Yeah.
But I stopped by his stream yesterday, and he mentioned, "Oh, it sucks I couldn't go to karaoke with you guys, but I'll be there next year."
Oh, wait.
I didn't say nothing aside from hi, and he said that. So
wait, he streams? I didn't know he streamed.
He streams. He got himself a sock PNG tuber.
I can't imagine like what his voice is. Like in my head, I have a specific voice to all his comics. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. No, he is like completely normal sounding, and his Twitch is just Flork of Cows.
Flork of Cows.
Yep.
Let's shout out Flork of Cows in a second. But
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, IECZ, for joining the Society of Evil. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Shout out Flork of cows. Is that it?
Yeah, just like that. Yep, that's it.
Okay, I'm going there just to follow him.
Yeah. Like
Socks agency.
Cows. Yes. Bumblebee. So did Wordy. Dird. But he is legitimately a very nice guy.
Crows.
Like, I've interacted with him before, trying to get a friend of mine to ask for some help when he does like the yearly like helping those in need for Christmas stuff. Because he'll get his community to say, hey, I've got some families that need X, Y, Z. If you guys want to send that to me, I will send it off to them, kind of stuff.
Oh,
he
nice.
is legitimately a very nice person.
Is this Flork in this?
Yes, it's Fork doing this.
Oh wow, that's insane.
That is why he is his Socks agency is probably the VTuber corporation I'm looking forward to the most.
Wait, that's real?
Yes, no, he's actually getting some women to be VTubers under his agency.
He found women on the streets.
I mean, the way he's presenting it, he found them in Anime Land and kidnapped them from Anime Land and has extracted all their magical girl juice.
It was really funny because I thought, oh, this is just a joke. Like, this person who draws these sock things is doing that agency. He's like making all these joke comics. So it's like, it's just satire. And apparently it's not.
I mean, it kind of is satire because he likes VTubers quite a bit, apparently.
Oh.
Like, the more he's learned about them, he's like, this is kind of fun. This is cool.
Oh, that's really neat.
He stopped by Cece's today, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think we've seen him a couple times in Grimmy's.
Yeah, he really
Dude's getting around.
He really likes her streams, I think.
Yeah.
It's satire from a place of enjoyment.
Exactly.
I think satire can be all sorts of things. So it can be good natured. It could be like bad natured. It's just funny.
Yeah, you can have mean satire for sure. I think Flork does his best to just be comedic about things.
Yeah. That's why I think that's why he's popular. He's really good at hitting that.
Yeah, like I've seen his reasoning for why he draws his comics as silly MS Paint socks with his left hand when he's right-handed. All because, like, I want to try and show people that it doesn't matter what your actual skill level is as long as you have good ideas behind it. Okay.
That's also a skill level, though.
It kind of is. You're right.
You have to develop that ideas that what works and what doesn't.
You have to be able to you can develop that skill through, like any other skill, practice. But it's not a traditional art skill. At least what you would think of as an art skill.
One thing that I've learned with VTubing is that you can get better at anything. Like, oh yeah, like even just speaking. Like, for the longest time I thought, this is just how I'm going to speak. this is my voice. I'm stuck with it, right? But like, you can change it. You can like make your voice different, or have better intonation, or have better diction and stuff like that. Like, there's like little things you can do that you think they were stuck, but they're not. It's so weird. It's so interesting that you can like change anything.
Yeah, like, everything you do is basically a skill.
You're right.
Regardless of how simple it may sound, you can improve your ability to do just about anything.
Yeah. You know that bottle flip thing? You can get very good at that.
Oh yeah.
Do you have I guess a mandolin. But do you have a skill that you've worked on a lot?
I have a tendency to talk really fast if I don't slow myself down on purpose or have something to really think about when I'm trying to talk. So being able to talk without mush mouth, basically, from just going so fast, is definitely a skill I have been working on.
I think you do a very good job.
Well, thank you.
Because I understand everything you say, and you always say it at a good pace, I think.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
It takes effort sometimes, especially when I get like nervous about stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know that feel, bro. I'm gonna ask you the next set of questions.
Real fast.
Go ahead.
Speaking of my friends from earlier, one just messaged me, "Hello, bitch." Good.
I think people have this impression of you that you're like very like, and to a point you are very nice and friendly and inoffensive, but you're not inoffensive.
I'm very good, I feel like, at being able to read an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know when people... Well, let's rephrase that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm good at making a decent first impression.
I see.
Yeah.
I think you just don't have malice, I guess. I don't know how to put it. Like you're trying to just be good at people.
Yeah, I don't have those thorns that drive people away as easily.
Yeah. I think you're very, I guess it's charismatic in a way, but it's interesting. I don't know how to describe it. You're good.
Yeah, I'm easy to get along with.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're a slime. You're moldable.
True.
You're more like a healing slime than a black pudding. That's probably how it works, because a lot of people have like a little bit of like thorns here and there, that like, or they just, I don't know. It's weird. He's a fucked up little creature that no one should suffer. You're huge, aren't you? I mean, you're massive. You made yourself small for this interview.
And basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to just blob out, it did take a lot of space.
The rest of his body's off in the other room. Like, this is just part of it. He's controlling it like a puppet.
Yeah. Listen, Emmerich, it's hard not to shrimp when you don't have bones.
If anything, this is very impressive with no bones at all.
Pure liquid pressure, baby.
Now that I think about it, you might be able to have bones temporarily.
Very temporarily.
Yeah.
Corrosive.
Yeah.
And calcium doesn't usually mix too well.
Huh. Oh, they would have to be like metal bones enchanted with magic or something.
Yeah. There's some chemicals out there that will like essentially go right for the calcium in your bones and just get rid of it.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like
it's very
poison.
Quick death.
It's you just die?
Yeah, sometimes yeah.
Holy crap. I thought you would just become like the guy from Unbreakable that breaks all his bones.
Well, part of getting to your bones means entering your bloodstream, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it's got to get through there to get to the bones.
Oh.
So it ends up getting places it shouldn't be and causing lots of problems.
Oh, that sounds... Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
I like the spooky parts. I'm going to go for this section of questions that is my favorite. Would you call yourself brave?
In some ways, I'd say so, yes. I don't have a fear of trying new things. Like
that's brave, yeah.
Or weird things, right? Because I had that Bug Snacks and Bug Snacks stream where I literally ate fried bugs playing Bug Snack.
How are they? What did you eat?
It was a mixed bag, so it was like
mealworms, I've seen those,
and silkworms and stuff like that. Some of the silkworms weren't entirely cooked through. It felt like it was very disturbing, and by the end, I was almost vomiting.
It's okay. You can eat them raw. It's fine.
Yeah.
Have you ever had spider, or like a tarantula?
I have not, but I have heard they taste like shrimp.
Yeah, it's tastes like kind of like shrimp or crab, like dehydrated.
Yeah,
I was gonna recommend
I like
it.
shrimp and crab meat. I like shrimp and crab, so I want to try it eventually.
They're actually very close in family like taxonomy to shrimp and crab. That's why they taste like that.
Yeah.
It's just like eating a shrimp that's hairy and it gets stuck in your throat.
Yeah, just gotta shave it like a cactus first.
No, you just eat everything. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a little gross, but I recommend it.
You ever watched L.A. Beast?
L.A. Beast?
Another YouTuber. He eats weird things.
Oh.
He had a video a couple of years ago. He ate a cactus.
Oh my god.
Without removing the thorns.
Oh my god. I think I saw a video.
Yeah.
Was he okay?
He's still alive. He's still doing videos where he eats weird shit, like
but is he
2-decade-old Power Rangers gummies.
2 decade. Oh well, I'd try that. I can't be too judgmental because I
apparently the soda that he got with it was actually really good despite being old.
Oh.
Unlike the Crystal Pepsi he drank one year.
Is that the guy who threw up the Crystal Pepsi that's famous? That's the guy.
Yep, that's him.
He's the meme. Amazing.
Yes.
You know that you made it when you become a meme.
Oh yeah.
That is my dream in life. I want to become a meme. A good one though.
Thinking of memes, so going back to the GLA again, right? One of the guys I streamed with back then, Dodski, for some reason, they bought him a maid dress way back then before putting guys in maid dresses was a big meme.
Okay.
And there was a really stupid picture of him doing like the finger to his mouth, pouty face.
Okay.
For some reason, that became a meme on the Russian version of 4chan.
Do you tell your friend, look, you're a Russian meme?
Yes. I'm not sure if it's still a meme or not. It's used, but for a while, he went around like that on the Russian 4chan.
And did he fool people and think that they could,
No.
Aw.
He was not a pretty girl.
Aw. That's lame. It's always funny when they get unsolicited, like, what do you call it? Text or whatever. But they're like some guy who's like, I'm not this.
Yeah. Another quick story.
Go for it.
A friend of mine in high school went as a hooker for Halloween, and he naturally has a lithe frame and long hair. He got so many guys' phone number that night.
Oh my god. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh. Lucky. I wasn't gonna tell you. The section was supposed to be like more spooky because it's like, are you brave? And you said yes. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts. That one's honestly a no. Despite having a spooky run-in myself, it's a no.
Can we hear the spooky run-in?
When I was like 4 years old, I had a milk jug doll that my great-grandpa made, right? It's like a half-gallon jug of milk. You cut out part of the handle so it looks like a mouth and a nose that bends down. He stuck a corncob pipe in the mouth, painted a red face around it, like red face with black lines and all that. Gave it a, like, basically it would look like a top to a Gatorade bottle. He painted blue on top as a hat. And I always called it the Mean Mean Man.
The Mean Mean Man. Oh my god.
That's what I called it. That was in my room.
Oh no.
For so many years. But when I was 4, I woke up one night, dead of night, swore I heard someone calling my name.
Oh no.
And I went to my parents' room and they were both asleep. They're just completely asleep. So, for some reason, I have always had a little thought of, was the Mean Mean Man calling to me?
That's really scary.
Was my great grandpa calling to me through the mean man?
Oh, I see. 2 spoopy 5
2 spoopy 5 me.
Yes.
Hell
It's
yeah.
very
Hey, Brindley, hi
spoopy.
Rhythm.
So, you don't believe in ghosts, but that happened to you.
Yes.
You just don't have an explanation, but it happened.
Yeah, exactly. And yet I don't think it's ghosts. And no, not Shadow Grandpa.
It wasn't Shadow Grandpa.
I feel like at this point I gotta explain Shadow Grandpa.
Oh, is that an actual thing?
So, kind of. My grandma has been dealing with diabetes for a long time now, right? And she has recently been controlling it the worst she ever has.
Oh no.
And it's ruined her kidneys and whatnot.
Oh no.
To the point where she's begun hallucinating.
Holy crap.
And a couple times she said she saw my deceased grandpa like in the corner of the room, like almost as a shadow. And she thought, oh, I'm dying. He must be coming to get me, without any kind of worry about that.
Oh whoa. That is intense.
Yeah.
And you don't believe in ghosts?
Emmerich's taken to calling that Shadow Grandpa.
Okay. That, you know what? Yes, that's a Shadow Grandpa right there.
Yeah.
You don't believe in ghosts, but you've had a couple run-ins.
Yeah.
But if you don't believe in ghosts, when was the last time that you were scared? Do you remember being scared?
The last time I was really scared was Voices of the Void.
Ooh.
I went into a little room in the tutorial that is pretty easy to get to if you know how to like do the jumping climb stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Where it spawns that, yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
My first time in there, it scared me so bad. And
Yeah.
yet all I could do was laugh.
Yeah.
Yes, you clipped that one, Emmerich. Yes.
You don't expect that at all.
Right?
It's so crazy.
Especially because you turn the corner and it's just an empty hallway. Take one step and suddenly there's a thing in your face screaming at you.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. It's a jump scare with a goofy ass face, and yet. Yep.
Hazmat, are you afraid of the dark?
I am not afraid of the dark.
What about spiders?
I haven't met a spider I've been afraid of yet.
Okay.
I have a black widow in a jar of rubbing alcohol somewhere.
Oh, you preserved it.
Yeah.
That counts as not
very well.
Not even a little bit spiders. What about heights?
Okay. Heights, if I don't feel like there's some kind of something preventing me from falling, yes.
I'm not afraid of heights.
Like-
I'm afraid of the fall at the end. At the sudden
Yes.
stuff at the end.
Yes. Exactly.
What about needles?
They
Blood?
make me a little uncomfortable, but I wouldn't say I'm afraid of either blood or needles.
Clowns?
Nope.
You are very brave, it seems. What is your biggest fear?
Oh, God. I mean, existentially, my biggest fear is, like, losing my friends.
Toki, thank you so much for the raid. Let me
Hey,
check.
Toki, welcome in.
Toki, no. Yeah. Ka. I'm just shouting him out.
Non-existential fear? It probably is the fear of falling, honestly. Yeah.
Oh, really? Falling?
Like you said, falling from a height? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not so scared of the height as I am of falling.
You know what? I think I am scared of the height because I'm more scared of this there. It's like, Okay, I see. Have you ever experienced deja vu?
Yes, multiple times.
Multiple times.
I have a few events where like, I definitely feel like I've been here before on a couple things. Like that one I am not unfamiliar with.
Oh, would you call yourself brave?
Like I said, I wouldn't really say so, but kind of.
Well, to be brave, you need to be afraid and get through it.
Right.
If you're not afraid at all, then you're just oblivious.
Stupid.
Well, not necessarily stupid, because like spiders won't do anything to you. Well,
right.
Or unless you're like putting your hand in there or something.
Right.
Maybe.
No, and realistically, a lot of being brave is knowing the risks and going forward anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that kind of conflates being like informed with being brave. Which I guess in that case I'd say yeah.
I like it. I think you are brave. Judging from what we talk, I think you're pretty brave.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Will you consider yourself confident?
Ooh. At certain things. At certain things I'm pretty confident.
Uh-huh.
I definitely feel that self-doubt sometimes though.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like that happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't ever feel self-doubt, you're
an asshole.
Are either an asshole or something wrong with you mentally, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think like it's hard to be confident at everything.
Right. You have to be able to push through those fears anyways though, right? Or else you'll never grow
as a person.
So even if you do, even if you do have those self-doubts, if you just let them, if you let them stay, you don't ever do anything to try and relieve those doubts, then I think you're a coward.
Ah, I see what you mean. When you're running away from your doubts, your fears.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like.
These next set of questions are more like what you like, media stuff. So these tend to take a while. But
yeah.
Because we will go like through each one of these. Like, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, okay. So it's hard to pick one, right? I'm gonna say my top 3 are The Big Lebowski, Kung Fu Hustle, and oh shoot, what's as dumb as it is, Donnie Darko.
Ooh, I've never seen that one.
It's a really dumb movie in a lot of ways, but it's also deep in a stupid way that just feels kind of fun.
Oh, that's interesting. What's it about?
It's about a guy who gets a premonition, and you've seen what's it called? The whole series, Final Destination.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Final Destination if only one guy were to miss that death event.
Oh, okay.
Right. But because of him missing that death event, the whole universe gets put on a fast track to destruction. So he has to basically recreate that event himself to kill himself.
Oh, he has to kill himself as part of it.
Yes.
That's insane.
A good quote from it, Emmerich. At one point he asks this extra dimensional being, Frank the Rabbit, why are you wearing that stupid rabbit costume? To which he replies, why are you wearing that stupid man costume?
Oh, that's interesting.
One of the first movies I saw had an ARG unfiction associated with it. Yeah, because like there's a lot the movie doesn't tell you. It kind of just lightly implies it, and you have to watch it multiple times to really get it.
Huh.
Like, there's a part where Donnie gets an axe and manages to embed the axe in like a bronze statue and decapitate the head off the statue.
Oh, wow.
And in order to do that with an axe, you'd have to have super strength.
Oh.
So what's not told to you, but is implied through that, is that as the movie goes on and it gets closer to Donnie having to die, he's kind of become a bit of a superhuman.
Oh, wow. Because he didn't die. Kind of crazy.
Right.
He missed his canon event.
Yeah, kind of, yes.
ever since the second Spider-Verse movie, everyone's been saying that.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of those yet.
Oh,
I need to. I've heard they're so good, but I haven't watched any of them.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I think there's some of my favorite modern movies.
Hell yeah.
They're that good.
Nice. I really need to watch them.
Hell yeah.
I don't watch enough popular movies, honestly.
So you're a hipster.
I have. Yes. Yes. I mean, you know that I had a hard time finding songs I actually wanted to sing at karaoke.
That's true. I was just going for what's popular. It's like this one everyone would have fun with.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing by the end of the night.
Yeah, I think that's what I find because it encourages other people to sing as well.
Yes. Man, I am realizing I really need a new mouse pad right now.
Hell yeah, put it on Throne. I'll buy it now.
Maybe.
Do you have a favorite book?
Favorite book?
Yeah.
I have a favorite book series.
That's
the Cold Fire Trilogy by C.S. Friedman.
Okay. The what series?
Cold Fire.
Cold Fire.
Yep. It's a very unique sci-fi fantasy series.
Oh, it's sci-fi.
You just don't realize it's how sci-fi it is until like halfway through the first book.
That sounds really cool. I might take a look at it.
Like the whole pre-story to the books, right? Is Earth is overpopulated. So they send out spaceships to look for new planets. One ship gets separated from the rest and crash lands onto a planet where there's this weird force bringing their dreams and nightmares to life.
Oh, wow.
And eventually, people start being able to control this force after one of the original colonists self-destructed the ship they landed on.
What?
Or crashed on.
Yeah.
As a sacrifice to this mystical force.
This is very convoluted.
Right. So from that point on, people start being born who are able to work the Fae.
Oh.
So he creates wizards and adepts, as they're called.
Okay. And this is sci-fi?
This is sci-fi. That's how it starts, right? The start is very sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's sci-fi as hell. People crash landing on a new planet.
Okay. But
and then turns into science fiction fantasy.
Science fiction fantasy?
Fantasy. Yeah.
Fantasy. Okay.
Yep.
So
because eventually you get to a point where this one guy who is like a scholar reads up on how religion was on Earth, like God and all that. And he gets this idea, if I can recreate the Earth Church with a single god and no like actual magic, maybe we can get rid of this force causing all these problems.
Oh.
So he starts a church. And it's pretty successful. Oh, it's essentially just Christianity, right? But it becomes successful. People start believing in it, and he has heart attacks, like 3 of them.
Oh,
in
what
a
the
couple
hell?
short years. And after the 3rd one, he panics. He wants to see his plan through. So he makes a deal with some creature in the dark that gives him immortal life as long as he has something to feed off of, some dark urge, right? But the initial bond, yes, the guy.
Okay.
The initial bond is signed in the death of his immediate family.
Oh, so he kills his family.
The head of the church. Yes, the head of the church kills his family and becomes essentially a vampire. Just so he can see his own plans of the church, which now sees him as a devil, come to fruition.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then the book starts.
And then wait. Is this like the prologue or something?
This is explained like in flashbacks throughout the 3 books.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Cold Fire. Like, you're cold and, fire.
Yeah.
Cold Fire.
Yeah, like that.
I use this section to, like, get recommendations of stuff.
Hell yeah. Like, I know one person who we both know who has read these series.
Oh.
Professor Bloom.
Mm.
I brought it up during a stream. He's like, "Holy shit! I haven't thought about that series in like years."
That's so cool.
Because it came out the same year I was born.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That would make it kind of old, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. You have a favorite musician?
Favorite musician? I like too much music to say I have a favorite musician.
So you have a little bit of
like
everything.
Yes, absolutely. Because if you've seen my single big playlist, it's got like 1,770 songs.
That's crazy.
It ranges from alt rock to nerd rock to a little bit of opera to Japanese hip hop. It's all over. Bluegrass.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
You have a favorite comic?
Favorite comic. So there's two here, right? Favorite webcomic. I'm gonna split this up like this. Favorite webcomic is It Hurts by Gabo Latula.
I've seen this. Hold on.
This guy shows up in Grimmy's streams.
Of course. By who?
Gabo Latula.
Gabo Latula. I think I've seen this. Oh, okay.
Yeah. His prior series, It Hurts, is really cool, but he admittedly really hates the main character.
That's crazy.
There's good reason to hate the main character too.
Yeah.
But it's all kind of an extension of himself, which is a neat way to write a comic.
Oh, so this is kind of like describe something.
Yeah.
And you said that was webcomic. Did you have something else?
Yes, my favorite actual comic is Orcstain by James Stokoe.
Oh, Orcstain. What is that? It has orcs?
Orcstain is you remember like 80s grunge art where it's very kind of gross out in some ways?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that but modern, where it's very colorful. Every item almost is alive.
Oh wow.
So like a can of soda has eyes and screams and dies when you open it. The main characters are all orcs, which are born in a similar way to like Warcraft orcs, where they're like mushrooms essentially.
Oh, that's crazy.
And all the money in the world for this universe is coins cut from penises. And the bigger the penis, the more valuable the coin.
I see.
So yeah.
That is insane. Okay, I'm looking at some pictures of it, and I don't think I could show some of this on stream.
Yes, there is some really cool art though. There's a lot of phalluses though.
That's really funny. What I think a lot of people just drop penises in their stuff.
True.
Literally 40k arcs because they're spores and stuff.
Okay. Here is.
Yeah.
Is this a good photo? Yes. Bam. Here it comes. There's no visible penises, just cool art.
Oh, I just saw someone sent you a thing giving us the finger. That's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I can show this one.
Yeah.
I can just drag it, I believe. Yeah. So this is Orcstain, isn't it? In it.
Yep, that's Orcstain.
Is this British?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't believe so. The guy also, if you're into Godzilla, did the art for Godzilla Goes to Hell, which is a entirely art-based comic.
What does art base mean?
There's no text whatsoever. It's all art.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
I've seen like a few of those. And it must be really hard to like write them and convey what you mean.
Right? You have to be able to tell a story through your drawings alone.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then you're doing it with monsters that don't have a way to really express themselves, like Godzilla. So
there's this cartoon that's like this caveman and it's his T-Rex pet or something. I don't know if it's a cartoon or it's a comic, but it's all like that. Gone. I think it's Gone. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've seen a few of those, and I just was really impressed with it. Gone. Is it comic? Cartoon?
Yes.
Maybe not Gone.
Well, Gone is just a dinosaur, though.
Yeah, Gone is a dinosaur. I'm talking about like maybe it's Kong. Krog? I don't. It's out very. Okay, never mind.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah, we'll find it. Whatever. Do you have a favorite like drawing or painting or artists?
I just mentioned James Sticco, and I like his art style a lot. I like how grungy and colorful everything he makes is.
Oh, okay. I can see that. It's very 80s.
It's a cool mix. Yes. It's a cool mix of very clean but very gross.
It is almost like what do you call it? Baroque with how much detail it has.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. And how about like more weeb, like manga or doujinshi or like an artist?
Okay, I have
or
two
series.
here. I have to say I really like Kentaro Miura and Berserk's art. That's so nice.
Yeah,
but
I
at the same time,
predict that.
a little more stylized. Daumen Seimen just draws expressions and people so fun.
Who was that?
Daumen Seimen.
Daumen Seimen. Is that the name of a series or like the guy?
That's the fellow.
Okay. What does he do?
He's made a lot of comics, honestly.
Uh-huh.
They tend to be shorter, funnier comics, but he's also kind of a pervert.
Let's see.
So I've been doing the Weebstiary comics with Flavorful and such, right? This next coming up Weebstiary Manga Club on the 23rd, we're going to be talking about The Dungeon That Kills All Adventurers by Daumen Seimen.
Oh, I've seen this person before, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this. I think this doujin. It wasn't a doujin. I don't know. It's weird. I thought it was like that, but it wasn't. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I can see why you like it.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a specific panel, but that Dungeon That Kills All Adventurers, one of them, they find a Mandragora, right? And an elf tells them, hey, don't pull that up. It screams when you pull it up and it'll kill you. And someone else comes by and says, you know, I've heard the elves keep those because they make them into drugs. So they get earplugs, dig around it so they're not pulling it up, and then make it into crack and smoke it.
Yeah, I remember it being like it's very cutesy, the style. And then that happens.
Yep. Yep. That's Daumen Seimen.
It reminds me of the interspecies review kind of thing, because it's kind of like a normal fantasy thing, but then suddenly something really fucked up happens.
Yes.
It's really interesting. I can see why you like it.
He's also worked on stuff like an Azumanga Daioh anniversary tribute, a Guilty Gear comic anthology. Dude gets around.
I think what's interesting is that he's not like a mangaka. He made a living out of like doing close things with art.
Yeah.
Instead of like having his own series.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. Like he does have his own series, but they tend to be very short.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
you get someone like Ichiro Oda that's doing One Piece all his life. That's his thing.
Yes.
Or like some people do like 1 or 2 big series, and that's what they're doing. that's it. That's their work.
Yep.
That
They get a life's work, which is one piece of fiction that they just can't get away from because it makes them too much money.
Oh yeah, I think that happened with Dragon Ball a lot, and and they kept like he kept making shit up. It's like, okay, this is making too much money.
Yep. He wanted to get away from it, but producers kept saying, we need more. We're gonna work on it without you. We're gonna make more for us, or we'll just keep doing without you.
You know what's really funny? The Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah.
So that caused them, like, he was retired, but that movie was so bad.
Yep.
that it caused them to come back and write the movie, the Battle of the Gods, the one with Beerus.
Yep.
And then
honestly, the greatest thing that what's that guy's name? God damn it.
He recently died too.
What a twist!
Akira Toriyama.
Not Akira Toriyama.
Okay, go ahead.
What a twist, guy.
What a twist. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
M. Night Shyamalan. His greatest contribution will always be making a Dragon Ball movie so bad that it brings back Akira Toriyama.
It's so funny because he's just like, I'm gonna do this, and then it does really well. The curse that he has, and then he writes another movie. And that one does even better. And it's like, I guess we're doing Dragon Ball Super now.
Yeah. The worst part is, Shyamalan has cool ideas that are executed terribly.
I can see that.
Yep.
He had like 2 movies that were pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the rest are like,
Dead people.
What a twist. Yeah, I see Dead People.
Twist.
So.
Yeah. Which it was What a Twist movie itself.
Yeah.
Oh, what a twist, he's dead.
Yeah. I like that one because you don't notice it.
Right? It's actually well done.
Yeah, it's well done. It was well executed.
Yeah. He didn't ruin it by getting up his own ass because it was like his first successful movie.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have a favorite anime?
Favorite anime? Okay. Despite the creator being kind of a dickhead, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay, I see why.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to like judge a work when the creator's kind of shady.
Yeah.
You know, The Rite of the Valkyries?
Yep.
Written by Nazi.
Not surprising, honestly. Somehow very unsurprising.
Yeah. But yeah, Rurouni Kenshin is really, really, really good.
Yeah. Like, it's still ongoing somehow.
Yeah.
It's just the guy who writes it's a dickhead.
Yeah. I like that he copied some moves or something like that from a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I didn't
sort
know
of.
about that.
So he's like, I don't know how to like do any moves for my character. This was a long time ago when he was first starting it. And he's like, oh, but he played this SNK fighting game. It was either Final Fight or what is it? King of Fighters. One of those. It was one of those, and he's like, oh, this guy does exactly this. I want my main character to do this. And then he does something similar.
Fantastic. Good artists create, great artists steal.
Yeah. If you notice, a lot of his characters could be fighting game characters.
Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. because they all have like their own special moves and stuff, and they're all very unique, and it's fun. It's just fun.
Yeah.
That's why it's a good anime.
Hell yeah.
This one is my favorite. What's your favorite video game?
Okay, my favorite video game.
Yeah.
If you know the origin of why my face is shaped like it is, you know. Okage Shadow King.
Okage.
Or like I used to call it when I was younger, Okage.
Okage. Why is it your favorite?
Despite all of its flaws, it has a lot of really neat ideas in it, and the style is just so cool. Like it's very easy to compare the game's art style to like a Tim Burton movie.
Oh, so it's kind of like spooky but quirky.
Yes, exactly. It's spooky, quirky, and how the world is built is just interesting. Like I could see a few ways to run Dungeons and Dragons type campaigns in that world.
Oh.
Yeah. Because like one of the big things they have about it is there's this great library where the secretaries keep track of everyone in the world and assign them like a little blurb that kind of defines them. And it defines them more than they might think it defines them.
That is really interesting.
It actually affects their personality. But then the main character just isn't in the book at all.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Like, his whole existence is being overshadowed. That's why the main deuteragonist, we'll call him, Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th, aka Evil King Stan, takes to his shadow, because it's such a great shadow that is so shadowful.
Because he's so in the dark of everything. He's like, oh, this is comfortable.
Exactly.
It's really interesting because I didn't think it would have such a fleshed out world, and it sounds like is it an RPG? What is this?
It is an RPG.
Okay, I see.
I streamed it last year or like a year and a half ago, something like that.
Stream it again.
Probably stream it again.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Because I despite its flaws, because it has some problems. Like it's one of those games where if the main character dies, it's game over. But that and the second hardest boss in the game is the midway point. And I mean that not just because of where you are, but actually numerically, the midway boss for the game has almost as much HP as the final boss, and has enemies with him that will cast sleep and ruin your strategy if you don't know what to do.
Whoa. So, wait.
You have to know what you're doing by the halfway point of the game, or it will wall you hard.
Oh, so you have to kill him. It's not an optional fight.
Right. It's not an optional super boss.
Oh, that's crazy.
This is a must fight.
Yo, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cool
there's
game.
a pretty good video. I like it a lot. Like I said, it's got flaws. There's some really dumb things about it, but I like it a lot.
Okage. I was gonna come back to the wrong pronunciation of things. Like when I was little, all I did was read the internet. There wasn't like people saying things on the internet.
Yeah, back before YouTube was big.
Yeah, and even then, do you know how to pronounce? So there's this Pokemon, right? From Fire and Silver. No,
Red and Blue.
The next one's Gold and Silver.
Gold and Silver, yeah.
There's 3 legendary dogs, right?
Yep.
What's the water one called?
I always said Suicune.
Suicune. The way you pronounce it. I don't remember. Like Suicune is how I would always pronounce it. I think Suicune, but it's Saikune.
Yeah. I don't care if it's Cyclone. I'm gonna call him Suicune.
Cyclone. Yeah, it's Cyclone. So there's a lot of things like that. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okage.
Even despite that, people pronouncing things wrong is a pet peeve.
Wait, do you say GIF or GIF?
I say GIF.
The creator said the right way is GIF.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no one goes with it.
I thought it was the opposite. Where he said it was GIF. Or I thought it was GIF. Huh.
Yeah, it's GIF. It's GIF, but it's GIF. Everyone. The thing is graphics. It stands for graphics, so it's GA, not JA.
Graphics interface format or whatever. It
is.
Yep, that's one of those ones where I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's how I pronounce it.
I think there's a lot that I don't care.
Meanwhile, an X saying chickmunk grinded my gears.
Chinkmunk?
Chickmunk.
Chickmunk. Yeah,
instead of chipmunk, she said chickmunk.
Chickmunk.
That annoyed me more than it should have.
Hazmat, I don't think we're gonna be friends for long. I mispronounce everything all the time, but
I mean, there's one thing of doing it on purpose or doing it on accident a couple times, but doing it
rough.
I don't know, man.
Like I don't do it on purpose,
right.
But I do like to know what the right pronunciation of things is, and usually I change it.
Yeah. Headless, I say roof.
What's rough?
What a dog says.
Roof? Rough. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Huh. Wait, some
people say it's a roof. It's a roof.
A rough?
Yeah, like the thing on top of your house is a roof.
Those people are wrong. I should put a section for like controversial, non-controversial questions. Do you like chunky peanut butter or smooth?
Okay, this is me and Wordy Dird were discussing this a while ago. All that we can find lately has been smooth or extra chunky. Where is the regular chunky peanut butter? I want some peanuts. I don't want every bite to be almost all peanut. Where is the regular chunky peanut butter?
Oh my god, it's part of the inflation. Like 100% serious.
Number of peanuts, no.
100% serious. The variety of products goes away.
Yeah.
Like I really like this one strawberry. Like you have jam, and then you have like jelly, and then you have preserves.
Mm-hmm.
With preserves are like the whole like fruit in there.
Yeah.
So they have a lot more fruit. So I like strawberry preserves, and I think they stopped doing it.
Oh no!
Well, at least like, Smuckers.
I'm a raspberry man personally. Ooh. Raspberry preserves all the way.
Oh hell yeah!
But I got some strawberry cranberry jam recently, which may be making me change my mind.
Strawberry jam.
Strawberry cranberry jam.
Strawberry cranberry jam. Oh
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like a local brand, so it's like...
Oh, local stuff is always way better.
Hell yeah.
What do you call it? Pineapple on pizza?
I think with the right other ingredients, it's fine.
What are the right other ingredients?
Like, I'm not going to put pineapple and pepperoni together. That's a no-go. Pepperoni and ham? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Pepperoni and sardines? No. Pepperoni and... Or sorry, pepperoni. Fucking, pineapple. Sardines. Pineapple and artichoke hearts? Probably not.
It might work.
Maybe. That's why I said probably not.
What's your favorite pizza topping? I'm writing this on the fly.
my go-to pizza combo is pepperoni, mushroom, green olive.
Ah, I see. I see. I I see. I'm thinking something, but it's Doxy. What is the worst pizza combination that you can think of?
The worst pizza combination?
Not like legal. Not like
yeah, of course. I wasn't gonna say like arsenic.
Yeah, well, not arsenic. Like not like you put ketchup and turkey on it or something. Like something they actually sell.
Yeah. Okay, as far as they actually sell, it's hard to get worse than the None Pizza Left beef.
I love that.
As much of a meme as it is, it's hard to get worse than just bread and beef.
This is I saw this as a stupid meme, and apparently it was very popular.
I don't know if I would say it was popular, but I know people talked about it a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it on stream. Left pizza. Like none on everything. Left beef. Normal.
None pizza, left beef.
None pizza.
Oh, what a disgusting combination.
Honestly, I would think I would disagree because you just get crusts and a little beef.
Yeah, it's if you're just gonna use it as like breadsticks and fork the beef, I guess, sure. But that's not a pizza.
That is not a pizza. Chelsea, thank you so much for 31 months. I very much appreciate it.
Hi, Chelsea. Yes, it is. That's a very weird pizza.
Let me get this out of the way. And that's enough for the pizza combinations.
Did you know for a while?
Yeah.
Someone in Woozle's chat kept calling me Hamza.
Hamza.
Yeah, because like Hamza is like an actual like Middle Eastern name.
Oh, Hazmat Hamza. Ah, yeah. I can see that. I'm dyslexic. I would probably read it the same.
Fair. But like, it's always okay. This is like way off topic.
Yeah.
Just very tangential to what I just said.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it to you before too, but I still am baffled by the fact people have said that my voice reminds them of Psychic Pebbles if he didn't have the nasal deviation.
Who Pebbles?
Psychic Pebbles, Zach Hadel.
I don't know this person.
Lyles! They hit the Pentagon, Lyles! The guy from Oni Plays.
I don't think I've seen him.
He does like the yellow guy's voice for Smiling Friends.
I don't know what Smiling Friends is. Oh my god, this guy's completely avoided my cognition. It's crazy.
He was an old Newgrounds animator.
Oh, okay.
Voice actor and animator. He's getting commercial success. He's been actually in a lot more than you might think.
Oh.
Dude's a good dude.
So, and you talk like him.
Apparently, I sound like him if he didn't have a nasal deviation.
If he doesn't have a nasal deviation, that's pretty funny.
Right.
Speaking of other people that you are like, what if you would want to be another person, like completely different, like in another life where you're not a slime? Would there be something you'd be interested in doing or being?
So, if we're keeping this to the realm of VTubing,
whatever you want.
Well, I'll probably answer both ways.
Okay.
But realm of VTubing, I have a Dungeons and Dragons character who was a binder, which is a somewhat lesser known class because it was from like an expansion book kind of deal, right? Where the whole deal with binders is they would temporarily give things from beyond existence space in their soul to kind of exist in the world at a trade for power. I had some art done by a guy on the traditional games board of the basket weaving forums, which I was very tempted at first to go with that as my VTubing persona.
Oh, a binder.
Yes.
He was going to be one of those 3 clip binders.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't find the
wait, you have art?
original character art.
Holy
Yes.
crap! Wait. Okay. Now you got me. Now I'm very interested. How? I need to see this art.
Oh, I'm gonna have to open my Dropbox isn't actively open. We have to open this up to get the picture. Damn it. Oh wait, no, I can get it anyways. Hell yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, and this was before Darkest Dungeons was a thing.
So this would have been your.
This could have been Hazmat.
This could have been Hazmat. Okay, say something.
In another life. I'm Hazmat, a binder.
Oh, hold on.
Devoted to what's the guy's name? I forget the guy's name. There's one of the things you could bind yourself to that was his whole theme was teeth.
Teeth? What do you mean teeth?
Like, he had artifacts based around himself where he had ripped out his own teeth and replaced them with monster teeth. And each tooth had a special effect as like an artifact. And he was one of those souls you could summon to kind of channel. And I was going to have that character channel him mainly.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got a taste of what he would look like. I was controlling you like a puppet.
I saw, yeah.
and what about not VTubing?
Outside of VTubing, if I could be any other person or any, I think it would be nice to be a frog.
A frog! Oh my god. That sounds good.
Live life happy, hopping around.
God, I wish that was me.
Right? Moisturized, happy, in our lanes, hopping.
But then you died horrible deaths if you're a frog.
Sometimes. Well, some people die horrible deaths. Slimes die horrible deaths pretty regularly in D&D and stuff.
Really? Even black puddings?
I mean, if they run into the wrong adventurers.
I guess so. Prepared adventurers.
Yeah.
But you live in the oubliette, and so you get mostly people that are you're the garbage disposal, basically.
Basically, yes.
Hey, free food.
Like, yeah. Exactly. Like, don't confuse me for a gelatinous cube, but kinda, yeah.
Oh, is that what a gelatinous cube does?
So, like, if you ever enter a dungeon and the hallways are suspiciously clean, if your DM ever brings up just how clean the hallways for the dungeon are, you're probably about to run into a gelatinous cube.
Oh, so the gelatinous cube does, like... That's why it's a cube, because it's, like, the whole room.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just a cube, like, in the middle of the... of a big room. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
They are mostly transparent, and if you notice the few things floating in them, that's your cue to run away.
Oh, I think they were green. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about D&D.
Yeah, I mean, that niche interests RPGs.
Oh, I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
My RPG experience is JRPGs.
Fair.
So a lot of my preconceptions of a lot of things are very weeb, and I didn't know this.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable. No NutriBread today, cute pig.
What's NutriBread? Tell me. I need to know.
NutriBread's the stuff you made on stream a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Nutriloaf.
Nutriloaf.
That was not bread. I don't know what that was. That had been the worst thing I've ever made, and that's saying something.
And it was a successful cook is the worst part.
Yeah.
It was successful, and it was the worst thing you've ever made.
Yeah, it wasn't failed anything. It was just, it's just.
That was correct and wrong.
Oh, there's something about spinach cooked with, like, peanut butter and, like, sweets.
Oh.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I can only imagine.
Oh.
You have to bring some to Offkai next year.
No, I can make some. I can rent, like, a room with or just take, like, you're not supposed to do this, but you take a hot plate in there.
Yeah.
Don't believe the spinach. We both know it was the beans. The beans was pretty bad too. It's just like there's certain foods that you just associate with being kind of unpleasant. Not terrible, but this is just like I don't want to eat this every day. Combine every single one of those foods together, and you get Nutri-Loaf.
Nutritionally complete, tastefully empty.
It's like, what's the negative of good? Like, it's like,
Yep.
Like good tasting, like bad tasting, like, yeah, it goes off the charts.
It was just. Oh, what's a good word for that?
I don't know. Disgusting.
Like, it was not putrid because
no, it's not
rotted.
It was normal.
Yeah.
It was It
was just disgusting.
It was just disgusting. Yeah. If you had $1 million and you could only buy one thing, what would it be? And don't be like the Nanomancer trying to like circumstance. Oh, is this a song?
You've never heard If I Had $1 Million by Bare Naked Ladies?
I haven't heard much. I live in a castle, and I'm a bit of a hermit.
I'm gonna send you a link to this song after stream.
Okay.
It's a very cute song.
Okay.
If I had $1 million and I couldn't spend it on an investment, that's the key there, right?
Yeah. It's like you're trying to like buy one thing rather than like, oh yeah, this is for my future or whatever. Like, what would you blow it on?
I would probably buy myself a residence that was just enough to do what I want to do. Something that I don't have to pay a whole lot of taxes on it. I don't need a whole bunch of land. I want to be able to live my life peacefully.
Oh, that's a good one.
Stream, and whatever money I have after that I don't have to keep for like bills and stuff. I'll probably keep working because I feel like not working would be kind of boring.
Yeah.
So I'd probably keep just enough to like pad out bills so I have some spending money, and probably give the rest to friends so they can stabilize themselves.
I see. Yeah.
I
think big house, or big enough house, then not too big, not just Goldilocks house is what you're saying.
Yes.
I see.
Give me a Goldilocks house.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would do that too.
Hell yeah.
That says a lot about what you want in life, I think.
I mean, I admit to a lot of people, a big thing that I want is just for my friends to, actually be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah, I learned this about you in Offkai, where you try to help your friends a lot.
Yeah. Bit of a savior friend, if you will.
Yeah, I was trying to remember how to say friend.
Yeah.
Or friend savior. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
You have a savior complex. A little bit.
A little bit.
Is there something you're really bad at?
Something I'm really bad at. I'm going to tie it right into that.
Yeah.
I am really bad at not getting anxious when I'm told that people I care about have something going wrong.
Asman, I might die tomorrow.
I mean, everyone might die tomorrow. That's not special.
What if I was in a situation where I might die tomorrow and I could not avoid it?
I would probably try to spend a lot of time with you and make sure to drag you along to people who also would be want to spend time with you.
Okay. It was an assassin. You need to help me with the assassin. I'll tell you later.
All right. Delivered the In-N-Out and brought the water bottles. Hell yeah. You know, despite In-N-Out being really like hyped up when we were going to Off-Kai, I think I prefer Five Guys.
Everyone goes to In-N-Out when they go out to Off-Kai, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like a California thing.
Yeah. Because like half the people I know who went are like, oh yeah, I've never been to Off-Kai, we need to try it. So I tried it. It's like,
it's burgers.
It's a clean burger. It's a good burger.
Yeah,
but
clean burger. That's how you would describe. How I would describe it too.
Yeah. Just hire the homeless. They'll do anything for $20. Anything.
Ooh, there was this one really cool video where this guy says, "Hey," to this homeless guy, "Hey, I'll give you $20 if you fill this trash can with trash." And then he goes to another guy and says, like, "Hey, like you can't just do that to people." He's like, "Oh yeah, well, what if I gave you $20 to fill one?" It was really funny.
Did he take it?
I don't know. It cuts off before I know. But the look in his eye was like, God damn it! Like he got him.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20. I was gonna ask you something like follow up. Do you dissolve glass?
So glass and some plastics are kind of weird. Some of them are pretty corrosion resistant. So at the very least, it takes a while.
Oh, I see. Like, I was wondering if you could be kept in vials, or like shipped. Like you can put in like a glass container and then ship you to my house. That'd save a lot of money.
You ever see that comic where it's the guy crossing his arms and he throws his arms up? I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. That.
I will remember that. Leonidas will remember that. Something that you're really bad at? Is there?
Something I'm really bad at.
I mean, really good at. You just said that you're. The bad one was that you get anxious.
Yeah. I think I am pretty good at learning new skills. I think I can pick things up quickly. I have, what do you call it? Mental malleability?
Oh. So you think?
Do you have a slime core? Sorry. Read.
Okay.
Do you have a slime core? Or are you in all of your slime? So things get weird when you're messing with like magically awakened slimes, right? Cause like if you cut me into two, I'll temporarily be the same thing in two bodies. But the longer they stay separate, the more independent they become.
Oh, so you basically make a clone.
Yeah.
I see.
Like, I've been telling people, like, slime reproduction, right, is two slimes combining a portion of themselves and then splitting that portion off.
Oh, that's interesting.
That way you get, like, actual not cloning. You get genetic differences.
Genetic variability.
Yes.
That's a very weird way to have sex.
Yeah. It's effective.
I guess so. That's why it's like very methodical. It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna combine and then make something else.
Yeah.
It's very to the point. You said something about your magically awakened slime.
So most slimes don't have any kind of real consciousness, right? They exist only to eat.
Oh.
That's all they know. Hunger.
Like machines.
Kind of. Biological machines is not wrong. So one of the D&D spells you can mess with, right, is Awaken, which temporarily gives objects or creatures with low or no intelligence scores higher intelligence scores.
Whoa.
When you permanence Awaken on something that splits itself instead of doing actual like reproduction, you get weird side effects.
What side effects?
Well, like personalities that stay on like okay, so like I said, slimes mixing, right?
Yeah.
So you get an awakened slime and an unawakened slime mixing together.
Oh.
And that permanent awaken sticks with it.
Oh, so they're just as smart as they were before.
Right, despite being partially not the same slime anymore.
Oh.
Now you've got a new intelligent slime.
It's a different entity.
Right, but that same magic still affects it.
Oh, interesting. Why is the world not filled with slimes?
Because a lot of the less dangerous slimes aren't as dangerous.
Oh, I guess.
And a lot of people don't like to awaken dangerous slimes because hunger's still a thing.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make sure to like stay away from you a little bit. You do okay. I've thought about this before, and you do kind of look like Arakune from Blaze Blue.
I don't even know what that is.
Arakune. Blaze Blue is a fighting game. I'm gonna. You know what?
Oh.
Arakune.
Yeah. Okay. That's a neat character. I would probably play him.
Yeah.
I like weird characters in fighting games. Like Yoshimitsu. Fucking love it.
Yoshimitsu is really funny.
Hell yeah.
I particularly like the one where he commits what do you call it, Sudoku, and it's I think like he stabs you through him, like he stabs you and he stabs behind.
Yep.
And that does a lot of damage.
It's a really gimmicky attack that's really hard to pull off,
Yeah.
right? But when it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
If the blob and the thing got into a fight, would the blob absorb the thing or the thing take on the blob's form? So, you know, okay, so I had an idea a while ago that I never followed through with, right? There's a lot of these. But I thought about doing like a history of slimes in fantasy.
Oh.
And the blob is surprisingly one of the earliest like slime monsters in fiction.
Really?
Slime monsters only really became a thing like after the discovery of the amoeba.
Oh. So they're inspired by amoebas. That's interesting.
Yeah, the blob is directly inspired by amoebas.
Oh, that's really interesting.
But in Hardcore Hunter's scenario, given how the thing works, I would almost say the thing would win.
The thing is kind of messed up.
The thing is a fantastic horror monster.
Yeah, because it's not it has no form.
Right. It's not ooze. It's not a slime.
Yeah.
It has its own form. It's just like a microbe.
Yeah. Oh, when you mentioned amoebas, I just realized that amoebas are basically slimes because the way that they eat is they just take stuff into their body and it dissolves.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like, okay, so the blob's the earliest movie slime, right? Before that, you had a few pieces of literature. One of those being the Shoggoth from H.P. Lovecraft.
Shoggoth.
Shoggoth.
Uh-huh.
But because those are basically just giant amoebas with eyes and mouths that move around and reform. So it was surprisingly easy to find like a starting point for that script that I haven't really read yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like the first slime girl is from, of all things, Astro Boy.
What?
Yeah, there's a chapter where there's like a liquid lady and her dad.
A liquid lady and her dad. That's interesting.
Yeah, those are arguably like the earliest slime girls.
I read this one short story that was about a wave with sentience. And it reminded me a lot of like slimes and stuff. Because it's interesting. I don't remember the name of it. Like I've been trying to figure out what that story is.
I might have to look that up. It sounds interesting.
I've looked at it. It might have been by like a Spanish author or something. Because I remember like I saw that in Mexico. It was like and that really stuck with me. Because it was written by some dude. Like it wasn't like some fantasy art writer or anything. It was like just this really old dude is like, what if a wave has sentience? I'm gonna write about that.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Wouldn't water elementals be first? So, kind of. What was the water elemental? Sylph was air. Salamander was fire. What was the water elemental?
Undine?
Undyne, yeah.
Undyne.
Those were more like...
Undyne.
Like, the original Undyne was more like a mermaid.
Oh. So they were like, I guess I didn't know this. These are D&D things?
This is just, like, old mythology things.
Okay.
So yeah, like from Wikipedia, Undynes are a category of elemental beings associated with water, stemming from the alchemical writings of Paracelsus. Hooray, Paracelsus. But like they're described as female and found in forest pools and waterfalls. They're never really described as being made of the water, despite being water beings.
Oh. That's
so
really
they're
interesting.
Not really slime girls, yeah.
So Undine. Wait, how do you pronounce it?
Undyne.
Undyne.
Undine.
Undyne. Gotcha. So they're not
to be confused with the Undertale character Undyne.
Is that how you pronounce it as well?
I think so, yeah. Her name's based on those water elementals, right?
Okay.
She's a fish girl.
I understand. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah. I didn't know she was a fish. She just looks scaly.
She got big old gills.
I guess so. I thought she was like a lizard, because lizard can have like the weird flaps.
Oh yeah. No, she's a fish girl.
Oh, okay.
Like if you turned her sideways, she probably would just have a fish head. Her head would be a fish. That's my guess.
I have like a few more questions, and those will be it. What is the furthest back memory you can remember?
So I have a single, very far back memory.
Yeah.
That is probably from before I should be able to remember things. Back when I was really little, my like 2 years old, maybe a year and a half, something like that. When I was really little, I would go to my great grandpa's occasionally, and he had a pool, a little kid pool, and he would splash me from it.
Oh, he would splash you from the pool.
Yeah.
Oh no. When you were like really little.
Yeah, like 2 years old, which is before most people are able to form memories. But I remember that happening.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, like there's no videos of it. There's no pictures, but I remember it happening.
That's really cool. I have some memories like that too, like from a really long time ago. It's so weird. From when you don't know, you shouldn't be even forming memories.
Right.
But you do remember everything. Is the thing. Everything that happens when you're a baby, you remember it in some way inside of you.
Yeah, you may not be able to actually recall it, but your brain has those memories stored somewhere.
Yeah, it's really interesting that the human body or slime body can do that. Speaking of memories, what is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory. Huh. I think for this one, I've got to go with parties with my family. Like 4th of July, where we would have all of my cousins and my aunts and uncles come, and we would just hang out. Like, my family's pretty close. Like my mom's side of the family, right? We're looking at, let's see, me and my brother, 3 cousins from one aunt, 3 cousins from another aunt, and 2 from another aunt. And we would get all of us together, and we'd do a little 4th of July parade, all of us kids, like, pulling wagons, having little flags, stuff like that. We'd hit piñatas, just cool stuff like that. I miss being able to get all the family together. Now that we're adults and busy, it's so hard to get anything scheduled.
I heard that from another friend recently. It's when people grow older, it's like they have their own families and their own thing going on.
Yep,
it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I remember having a family.
I don't anymore, but I used to have.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
I would have to visit it myself, and I might. Who knows?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, before
it's
that,
nice to be able to go back once in a while.
You're right. Maybe one day you can get everyone together.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard because some of them moved to Alaska.
Whoa! Well, you can go to Alaska.
Yeah.
Alaska's very beautiful.
I've heard. I do want to go at some point.
Me too. I have here in my notes that I need to comment on your taste. Like, if I were to describe the type of person that you are, or the things that you like, it seems that you like novel things.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I like things that aren't, beholden to what's usual.
Yeah.
Things that are able to just kind of be creative and enjoy that ability to imagine are just fun.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. I have a lot of things that are like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I commented on your taste. We can continue. Speaking of memories, how do you want to be remembered? Like whenever you meet someone, what do you want them to remember you for?
I want people to remember me for being someone who they can come to when they need someone to talk to. I want to be a nice fella that people can trust and relate to. That they don't feel like I'm I don't feel like they don't feel like I'm someone who's far away from them in ways where they can't approach me to just talk.
I see. You want people to trust you, like, basically. That's really nice. I like that. I have a last question. What do you think happens to us after death?
So this is one where I've only put in a little bit of thought.
That's fine.
And for the most part, I don't think there's like a consciousness that gets elevated, right? I don't think that you're going to go to heaven or hell or anything like that. Your body will simply rot away. The energy that makes you up will be recycled. You will become, in that way, a part of so much more, but you will never know about it. Nothing about you will remember being you, right? So like some worms eat some of your body.
Yeah.
That means some of the energy that made you, some of the thoughts that made you, because that's what thoughts are. It's energy, essentially, will become part of that worm.
Yeah.
And if that worm gets eaten by something else, that energy gets transferred to something else.
Mm-hmm. That's a really nice way to see it.
Yeah. No matter what you do, you will continue as part of existence.
But you won't know it. Your consciousness
you just won't know it.
Like, I think
you
it's
won't
interesting.
experience any of the bad things that happen or the good things that happen.
Yeah.
You will simply be a part of it.
At least what's left of you.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because we, like everybody, every being is a consciousness. And the consciousness doesn't exist in the real world. It's just like what is reflected, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, if you cut off your arm, that arm is you and not really you, because, like, say you replace it with another arm. Well, now that other arm is you, but
right. It's part of you, but it's not you.
It's part of you, but I think with slimes it's even worse because it's like, like the whole thing is like it's the same thing. It's really interesting.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of debate on what happens that really can just be summarized as, yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah.
You won't know about it, but stuff happens.
I think there's a big desire for us that our consciousness keeps going.
Yeah. No one wants to be forgotten. No one wants to think that no one will ever remember them. Even if you are suicidal and you think no one knows about me, no one thinks about me, somewhere people do, and you want people to remember you.
Yeah, well said. I like that. Hazmat, that was my last question. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions you want to ask yourself? This chat has any questions? Well, you do that.
I don't think. Well, I'm bad at this because I always end up saying I don't think I have any questions.
Yeah, but then you have questions.
Let's turn that last one around on you. What do you think happens after death?
Oh, what I think? I think you just stop moving and your consciousness turns off, like turning off a TV.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. That's probably the right thing. I really, 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 really wish there's more. I wish there's ghosts. I really, really want there to be ghosts and like spooky things and like maybe aliens and stuff.
Okay, so like aliens, I 100% believe in aliens, but I also don't think we've ever visited Earth.
Yeah. Like, it's easy to say there's aliens somewhere. But not here.
Yeah.
Them being here is the hard part. But
I like to think that.
But okay, let me tell you about the alien thing.
Yeah.
What if the civilization that is so advanced that they can come all the way to Earth, wouldn't it follow that they have also technology that makes it so that we couldn't detect them with our rudimentary technology compared to theirs?
You're not wrong. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Then it comes down to, do they want to be known?
Probably not.
Right.
Yeah. So
even if they were to come to visit Earth, would they ever want anyone to know at all? Would we ever be able to get footage of them visiting? Probably not.
Yeah. No, if they don't want us.
If they have the technology to be able to come here, they can probably hide themselves.
Yeah.
If they can hide themselves, they probably will to observe, because that's the best way to get scientific data.
Yeah. I want to believe that the sightings that we see are just them slipping up a little.
You know, despite me saying I don't think they've ever been here, my grandma and my aunt have a run-in.
Oh my god, my grandparents have a run-in. Or had.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Let's go back to chat. What was chat saying?
I like to think of the cosmic death of the universe. If I can't go on forever, then neither can the universe. Smug Void thinks it's so great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's that Void gonna do without you? Nothing, buddy. Nothing.
We're not really sure which way it will go. It's either gonna be like a big crunch where everything comes back together, or like a big floating away.
Yeah. Because isn't it a fact that scientists believe that the universe has slowed in its expansion? Like, not, I can't say significantly, because you'd have a time period for significantly, but like it's slowed over the last however many years, where we can essentially count that it's not expanding as fast as it once was.
I'm not sure. Because I know there's several theories of what would happen. This is eons and eons in the future, once humans probably not around or anything. Because there's like according to Kurzgesagt, where I get all my information. there's like
Kurzgesagt. Is that a lizard person? It sounds like a lizard person.
Oh, it's in a nutshell in German. It's a YouTube channel.
Oh, Kurzgesagt.
Kurzgesagt. Tell me how to pronounce that.
Kurzgesagt. Kurzgesagt?
Kurzgesagt.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's in a nutshell in German.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they made a video about it, and it's like there's 3 theories. There's everything in the universe is going to come back together, and everything's going to become like a little dot, and then another Big Bang will happen. There's going to be some sort of equilibrium, and we're just kind of going to be there forever.
Yeah.
Or everything is going to expand away, get very, very cold, and all of the atoms will stop.
Heat death of the universe, baby.
Yeah, that one's the saddest. Which is really interesting, because even like super massive, what do you call it? Black holes and everything will just stop.
Yeah. Okay, Faze said some interesting stuff. I always get told to never try to dig into the ghost realm because it's something actually really scary.
I want to dig into the horror realm.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm too scared to do like rituals and stuff like that. Like I won't do like a demon summoning thing. But I would love to see something like that. Yeah.
Who was it I just saw recently played a game where they had to perform a ritual?
I did that.
Yeah, was that you with the game with the crystals in the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool game.
It's a really good game. Yeah. It's on itch.io.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It's a short, sweet game. It's nice.
Yeah. Sometimes it's all you need. Short, sweet, and just cool.
100%.
And the other thing Faye said was, it's the other way around. Scientists believe the expansion of the universe is getting faster and faster, and they attribute it to dark matter. Huh.
Oh.
I want to look this up now. What if there were aliens, but we evolved so late we missed all of them? I mean, that's a possibility.
So, I heard something very interesting.
Yeah?
Also in Kurzgesagt. Like, when the Big Bang happened, right? Like, the average temperature of the universe was really, really high.
Yeah.
So every single thing that was out there was super hot. But then everything started to cool down a little bit. And for there to be life, it has to be like a certain temperature. So for some period of time, the majority of the universe was at the temperature and the conditions for there to be life. So at some point there might have been like a ton of life everywhere in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like an algal bloom, I suppose.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. And
which that's an interesting way to think about it.
So there's very likely something out there that survived that.
Oh, almost guaranteed.
Yeah. but we'll never see it.
Yeah. I want to imagine an alien life form that lives in a place like Pluto, something with liquid nitrogen in its blood. The problem with that, right, is that you have to have certain chemical reactions to be able to have life. And liquid nitrogen is so cold that you would basically not be able to have those reactions.
Yeah, it has to be very specific.
It's not impossible, but it's super unlikely.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's why I like the last question, because it's like pondering, like, the universe and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hazmat.
Leon.
Thank you so much for coming by. That was the show.
That was the show.
That was the show. That was the show. Yeah. We talked a lot. We went through 50 questions. Well, ish.
50-ish.
Yeah. I think it was a little more.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Thank you so much for you giving me some of your time. It was really great. I hope.
Thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
We should do more stuff.
Yes,
For
absolutely.
Sure. And thank you so much, Chad, as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I will go ahead and rate us, and I hope to see you guys next time.
This show made possible by viewers like you.
Viewers by you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much, everybody. I think I had like a outro or something. Let me look at my notes.
You'll remember it eventually.
No, I don't have an outro. I just have like questions and like guest list and
This has been Behind the Avatar with Leon Idris Umbra and guest Hazmat VT.
I like that. I'm gonna record that. Thank you so much, everybody. I will come back later. Oh, what do you have going on, Hazmat? The Monorail Mondays.
Monorail Monday.
What do you call them?
Mandolin Monday.
Mandolin Mondays.
Yeah, so there's that coming up this Monday.
Yeah.
Probably this week, I want to try and do that Sammy 101 stream.
Hell yeah.
And then in the near future, I want to get VTuber Squares up and running again.
Hell yeah, you heard it here first.
Ready. I just need to get a group.
VTuber Square soon. Thanks so much, everybody.
VTuber soon.
Yeah, and we will see you guys next time on the other side of the Avatar. I don't know.
That's not a bad way to do it.